On this episode of Track Limits, it's still the off season, but we go by the mantra of APC, always providing content. What is that content? We'll find out now here on the Track Limits podcast.
Nice.
I thought that was pretty good. I did that all app lib.
I don't believe you.
I don't have anything in front of me. Literally nothing in front of me. But hello and welcome to the Track Limits. Welcome to the Track
Has
Limits
nothing in
podcast.
front of him, but spills something on
Spills
him.
something all over me. Welcome to the Track Limits podcast. My name is Taylor. I'm joined here as always by my friend Harrison.
Hello.
It is a special day here on Track Limits. Why? Because it's episode number 25. For over 24 hours, probably, we have been recording these podcasts. We all sat down and just be one day. And we're halfway to merge. For our 50th episode.
50, right? Yeah.
50th episode, spectacular. But it's going to be great. Unlike this episode, just kidding. It's going to be great. And also, we're doing something new today. We're actually recording this so that it can be put up on the YouTube. It's a momentous day here at Track Limits. Unlike in Formula One, where nothing really happened except one thing that did happen after we had already recorded, which is that Otmar has left Aston Martin. Do you think he's going Alpine?
I don't know. I can see him not going anywhere. I get the move though. I go in a different direction. I mean, he did take a Racing Point team, turn them into a contender, but yeah, this is Lawrence's team, so I wonder what the relationship there is like. If there was something there, or if they just genuinely feel they needed something to turn around a terrible season.
So you think it...
I'm trying to create some drama here because we need something to talk about.
Oh, I see.
So, maybe there was bad blood between the two, and,
Absolutely.
Lawrence wants him out and wants, his guy in there. Otmar just wasn't evil enough for the villain team, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's American. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's one of the few Americans in Formula One that are, is gone now.
Yeah, you hear the name Otmar Szafnauer. It's not a very American name.
I'm glad that you said his last name because I was afraid I was going to butcher it.
It's okay. Obviously, there's some other influences there, but yeah, I don't know. Not a weird move, not an unexpected move. If it had been any other team than Aston Martin, I probably wouldn't try to start that drama, but yeah, coming off of the year they had, not shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's going to go to Alpine?
No, I think it would already happened. Now it will be announced tomorrow after we've already recorded this.
Probably.
Hey,
did we ever talk about the Kevin Magnussen thing?
His book?
Yeah. I think it was. Did we talk about it last week?
I don't think we talked about it last week, but we did talk about it.
Yeah, you talking about him going to Alpine just made me think about that. It made me think about Cyril and the things that he said about Cyril, and then yeah, that's where my mind went. But yeah, anyways, what were you about to say?
I was going to say that my favorite thing is I go to Formula One's website to see if any news happening, and you can tell there wasn't any because there's all they talk about is 2021, and it's always these top 5 lists about your top 5 favorite races. Lando Norris on why 2021 was his best year ever. The biggest stories from 2021. The top 10 battles from 2021. So in all honesty, nobody has anything to talk about.
Yeah, they gotta. It's either that or speculation about Lewis Hamilton's future. If this was if Formula One was an American sport, Lewis Hamilton's future would be the only thing being talked about. There would be a daily discussion of who's the GOAT, Lewis or Michael.
A LeBron
with one of us would have to throw out Ayrton Senna in there just to be, the one guy saying that.
A LeBron James level of coverage, I believe.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all it would be. Where is he gone?
Why has he unfollowed everybody? Why is he not posting on social media? These are questions we have.
Is Roscoe doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, there one guy saying the longer it goes on, the less chance there is. I mean, Maybe he
The
just
less
is taking a
chance there
different
is.
approach.
Maybe he just wants some time off.
Yeah, there was some
Everyone wants to
report
be
that
away.
said somebody close to him said he's waiting to hear the FIA's decision before he makes his decision. But it's like, well, I mean, why would you quit? Just come back and beat everybody.
The FIA's decision on the race?
Yeah, on their inquest. I don't know.
I,
It just doesn't make sense. I mean, just leave the man alone. Let him go about his days without it says the reports, some guy, I'm not even gonna click on his name, I'm assuming it's fake. Reports that Lewis Hamilton is undecided on his F1 future and will await the outcome of the FIA's Abu Dhabi inquiry before making a decision. It's an article from the BBC from Andrew Benson.
Is
Yeah,
the
I don't believe
BBC
that.
a reliable news source?
I don't know anymore. Who knows?
Okay.
Just kidding. You know,
Okay.
just leave him alone. I just don't see why you quit. He seems like the kind of person who would come back and beat everybody.
I don't think he's going anywhere. Let's be honest. And you're
Hope
right.
he's not.
He's a guy, and he should just be left alone. And maybe he just
He's
wants some
probably in
time
the
to
sim
himself.
right now.
Probably is. Time to
Hey, did you
himself.
see that? Did you see the Twitter thread? I almost sent it to you that was comparing this season to Cars 3. Made me think of you saying that all the time.
I always compare things to Cars. Yes, I was actually watching a clip of Cars 3 on Twitter the other day, and one of the characters' names is Wingo. I almost sent it to
Oh.
everybody, but I couldn't get a good screenshot of it. So,
That's
for
a
those
good
of you,
inside story.
for those of you who are listening, you don't know who this person is, but it's a friend of ours with the last name Wingo, and I always thought it was a fun name.
Mr. Winger.
There you go. There's your fun fact. Now, as we talked about leaving Lewis alone during that time, and he needs his personal space. Completely agree on that. Let's talk about Lando's girlfriend. So Lando,
Okay.
just kidding.
Well, we talked about it last
As
week.
everybody else has
I
already.
thought we got it all out of the way last week.
We did. We said everybody leave him alone.
Yeah, we did.
We said we're telling everybody to leave everybody alone.
Yeah, it's kind of, I get it. You want to be a part of these people's lives. Gives you something to live for, but it's also kind of weird.
Mm. The I think my favorite thing though is that, especially with athletes, that people feel like that things are owed to them. And
True.
that's the attitude. Everyone's,
Yeah.
boy,
You
is
kinda-
this a boomer discussion. Everyone's so entitled.
Well, I feel like this is an everybody discussion, but yeah.
Nowadays it is, yes.
Yeah, just says
Back-
this. I get it. You think that like, the fans support them, so they owe you, but at the end of the day, it's just another human being who's trying to live his life. You don't have to be a fan of the person. You just choose to be. Controversial statement from me.
Wow.
Anyways, continue.
Anyway, that's just how I feel like everything's going right now. I just, during the off season, everybody's going out, they're going on vacation, they're doing whatever. Everybody's back
That's
at
what
the
true. We should just be talking about the top vacation spots of Formula One drivers. That's what we should have made this whole episode about.
Yeah.
Anyway, we missed an opportunity. Maybe next week.
Dubai. Not telling people.
Mexico,
Miami. There you go.
Austria, Australia.
I'd like to go to Australia.
I would too, except you gotta go there you have to have a lot of time to take off work for a normal person.
COVID not with
14-day quarantine in a hotel.
In a COVID-less world. I'd like to go
that'd
to.
be nice.
That'd be nice. I'd like
a little
to take
scared to
trip.
go, but yeah, would be nice.
Why? Because of all the scary animals?
Yeah. You could die. There's spiders and toilets and snakes and beds. Everything can kill you. I mean, the chances of those things are, happening are very small, but still kind of scary to think about.
Let's keep this award-winning episode going. So, what other things do you have in Formula One?
What other what?
What other things do you have for Formula One right now?
Oh, here we go. We're gonna play some games.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, I'm gonna give you a choice of. Can you see through this on the screen? No, you
I
can't.
cannot.
Okay, cool. I don't think I have anything written on the back. Sorry, I gotta rip this one off. All right, let me mix these up.
Off-season content.
Let me write a number on the back so you can see it.
Okay.
I was just gonna name it, but we're gonna turn this into more of a game. All right. Choose from paper. Can you?
Yes, I can see him now. Yes, we got it. 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, or 3. Which paper do you want?
I'm going to go with lucky number 3.
All right. The first game we're going to play is Would You Rather. Some of these we have talked about before.
Okay.
However, some of these are new. I have 4 things written down for Would You Rather.
Okay.
All right. Choose a number 1 through 4.
Now I'm picking another number. I'm going to choose 3.
Yeah.
3
We're just
again.
It's all
Three-
up to you what happens. All
3
right.
again.
Well, we've talked about this one, but it's framed a different way.
Ah.
Would you rather drive for a midfield team for 10 seasons?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get a win or two, maybe
Okay.
have the off season where you're fighting for a championship, or drive for the front running team for 1 season. You're not guaranteed a championship, but you are guaranteed to be at the front for 1 season and only 1 season.
When you originally asked this question, it was run a few seasons and win a championship. So I would go to a mid-level team than just have a one and done. But I will say that if I win a championship, my chances of getting cut are very small.
Oh, no, but you retire after that 1 year. In this scenario,
so
you only get, even if you win the championship, you get 1 year.
So I've only got 1 year in me.
Break your legs in a car wreck or something. I don't know. That's very morbid, but
it's very morbid. But I
1
would say,
season scenario, a 1 season, 1 shot to win a championship, or drive without the possibility of a championship for 10 years.
I mean, I wouldn't say without the possibility of a championship.
Well, a very, very, very slight chance of a championship.
No, I'd probably go mid-level team. Yeah.
I agree. Same for me. All right. Pick a number other than 3.
I'll go number 1.
All right. Oh, this is a relevant one. Would you rather win a championship with 4 races to go, or win the championship on the last lap of the race?
4 to go.
Really? Even if it was guaranteed that you were going to win the championship, you still win the championship.
Yeah, because I'm a very nervous person. I'd be like, oh, the entire time. So yeah, I got to go 4 to go.
See, I think I'd go last lap on this one.
You wanted the best entertainment.
Only because
for the fans.
Which it would be completely different in real life, obviously. Probably in real life, but in the games, when you dominate and you're winning the championship in the US and then you got 4 more races, it's like, God, I got to do this 4 more times in the season just to get over with. And then I can take a break after I've already won the championship. What's the point of these last 4 races?
Yeah.
But if you're going to win it anyways and just win it on the last lap, it's almost like more exciting. It's like, I did it. I won that would be my argument, is a little bit more exciting. Still, I don't know what it would ever feel like. I've never won a championship in my life outside of like rec league. But yeah, I see what you're saying. But you win the championship either way. So would you rather it be exciting or comforting?
I'd like the last 4 laps to be me known as the champion.
I understand.
Everybody's running, and I'm like, what are you running for?
No pressure at all.
Done.
But pressure makes diamonds. That's what they say. All right, moving right along here. We got 2 more. Would you like number 2 or number 4?
Let's go with the number 2.
All right. Would you rather be teammates with Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton?
Lewis Hamilton.
Why so?
Because I trust Mercedes. I know this is hard to believe. I trust Mercedes as a team Are we talking about like in the team that they go with? Like if you ran with Lewis, you would also be with Mercedes. Okay, well, I'm just going to
No, I'm
assume
just
that I'm with
saying
Mercedes.
as a teammate.
No, because I think Max throws his teammates under the bus. I don't.
Do I remind you of Nico Rosberg?
Yeah,
just
but
kidding. Your answer is valid. I would go the opposite though, not just for
You'd go with Max.
content, but yeah, I would pick Max as. It seems like Max has fun with his teammates. It seems like Lewis, you're always looking up to a
Lewis is all business.
7-time. Well, not even that much. Just as you're always looking up to a 7-time champion who is kind of like do I relate to you? I want to be friends with you, but sometimes I'm nervous because you're Lewis Hamilton. Which obviously I don't know if it'd be that way, but in my mind it would be.
Well, I could see that. And when I say that, I think, well, I've already said it. I already said what I thought of Max's teammates. I can't go back and take that back, but I shouldn't say Max. I'd say it's more Red Bull. I feel like that I'm just on the chopping block constantly with Red Bull.
If we had, track limits racing, if we were rich and we had our own racing team and, we were like, storybook story, Crosby's going to be the number 2 driver. Never raced in his life. He's going to be number 2 driver. Would you rather have Max or Lewis?
Lewis.
I guess in that scenario, you want Lewis because he's a 7-time champion.
Yeah, because I want the team to do it.
Yeah. Anyways, you get.
I'd still pick Lewis. All Lewis. Nothing against Max, even though I just completely destroyed him and how he treats his teammates. Anyway, continue next. Number 4.
Look forward to seeing you on the show, Max. Number 4. This one I just made up. Let me see if I can get it right.
Oh no.
Would you rather have more teams but keep the format of, unequal cars, but more opportunities to get into Formula 1, or the same number of teams but make it a spec series, and then that way there's more turnover because you get to see, who's the good drivers, who's not.
More teams.
You're a man of opportunity.
I like more teams. I just think back to NASCAR and everything. I just don't.
You want 43 cars out there running every week?
No. I'm talking about specs.
Imagine 40 cars running Monaco.
My God, they'd be lapped in the first lap.
Yeah, I don't know that
by the time the 43rd car gets off the line.
Yeah, I don't think there would be a race. There would be so many wrecks that they'd just red flag it every 5 minutes, and then maybe it'd get down to 20 and be fine.
How many cars do you think Michael Massey would allow to pass if there are 43 cars and they were lapped?
However many are between first and second. That's all that matters.
Gotcha.
Great. All right. That was a fun little segment we call Obvious Would You Rather.
Let's keep it going. What's the other one?
Let's keep it going. What do you want? Number 1,
number 1,
number 2.
Number 1
is a fun game.
Max
I like to call
number.
I like to call this game Rank. In this game, we will rank the following whatever I give you in an order 1 to 5.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Let me number these so you can pick. I got to make sure I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 5 of these. Would you pick a number 1 through 5?
Number 3.
All right. Number 3. Rank these races in order of which you would like to win most to least. Starting at number 5 and going to number 1. We have Monaco. And I put these on here because there are home races. Austin, Miami, and then 2 historic races, Spa or Monza. I'll give you mine while you make yours up.
Okay.
Mine, number 5 would be Spa. 4 would be Monza. 3 would be Austin. 2 would be Monaco. And 1 would be Miami because an American winning the inaugural race in America at a track would be pretty cool.
I would go. I would go Austin number 1.
You're supposed to go 5 to 1.
Okay, well, I've already messed up.
Play by the rules, sir.
Okay, I'd go Monza, Spa, Miami, Monaco, Austin. Austin to me is still the US GP. The other one's the Miami GP. I understand it's the inaugural one, but I'm not running next year. So let's say, in
Well,
5
in
years when I'm on the
theory.
team,
In 5 years when we create
it'll
our
already
own.
be, and everybody's going to win it. I'd pick
True.
Austin still above, and I'd put Monaco second. Honestly, I'd kind of toy with putting Monaco first just because of the history of the race, even though it's, not the best race. But I put Austin there because of nationality reasons. Next.
True. Pick another number 1 through 5.
I'll pick 5.
Okay. Rank these drivers least to most likely to lose their seat in 2023.
Ooh. Okay.
Sergio Perez, Nicholas Latifi, Nikita Mazepin, Yuki Tsunoda, and Alex Albon. And while you answer, I have to walk away for a second. I'll give you my 5 while you write yours down. Number 5,
Okay.
Nikita Mazepin. 4, Yuki Tsunoda. 3, Alex Albon. 2, Sergio Perez. 1, Nicholas Latifi. That was from least likely to most likely.
Okay. Great. Do you want me to go ahead and do this while you're gone?
Yeah, I got you where I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So he's put Nikita Mazepin at the bottom. Yeah, I think he's pretty safe. I don't think he's going anywhere. I have no idea where he put next, but I think he put Albon up there. I don't see that. I'm going to go Mazepin last. Then I'm going to go Latifi after that because I don't, he's got Albon. I'm going to put Mazepin, Albon, Latifi, Checo, Tsunoda.
Wow, you put Yuki as most likely.
Most likely to lose their seat. I don't see any of these people losing their seat, but if I had to choose, I'd pick if Yuki had another bad season. He's not going to, not that at the end of this previous season ended poorly, but it's just, if he doesn't have a consistent season, I should say, with his teammate.
True. I almost put Checo number 1 there because I think he's just on another 1-year deal, and it's Red Bull, so you never know what's about to happen at Red Bull. Which I guess we said by Tsunoda.
And I mean, you've heard what some guys said how Max treats his teammates. So.
True. I did hear he throws him under the bus quite a bit. That's what I've heard. Outside sources.
Yeah.
Not inside sources, but
did the BBC say that? No, the BBC didn't say that. Sorry, that wasn't.
No,
I'm misappropriating things to it.
TLP did. Anyways, all right. Pick another one. We've done 3 and we've done 5. We'll pick a number 1, 2, or 4.
Let's go number 4.
Number 4. Rank these drivers. Oh, we've already had one like this, kind of. Rank these drivers as from least to most. I'm trying to think about how to put this in a sentence. From least to most of who you would like to have as a teammate.
Okay.
Lando Norris, Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc, and George Russell. And I know what the fans are thinking here. I went 4 different teams and then a same team, but assuming that Lewis Hamilton retires and doesn't come back, I put both Mercedes just so that Mercedes seat might be open for us next year to step into. My order, right?
Yeah.
I almost put Carlos Sainz on here because he's the best teammate ever, but I chose not to. 5 is your least favorite out of those 5.
Okay.
Number 5, I put George Russell. 4, Max Verstappen. 3, Lewis Hamilton. 2, Charles Leclerc, and 1, Lando Norris.
Okay.
But I think Charles and Lando are kind of tied.
I'll say mine, and then I'll ask you a question. I put Max on the bottom, followed by Lewis, then George, then Charles, then Lando. Why'd you put George so low?
Because I don't want to get beat by my teammate every week.
but
And I don't want to
Paxton
be
Lewis, you're not
well,
as
I
worried
put the
about that.
bottom three. I put I'm always gonna have to be compared to boy wonder George Russell. Always gonna have to compete with potentially 8-time world champion by the end of his career. Always gonna have to compete with an expecting Max Verstappen. And then, the top two I just put because they seem like fun teammates.
Yeah, I mean, I get putting Lando and Charles up there for the memes. Yeah, I get that one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Why not enjoy having teammates with somebody?
okay.
George just seems like he's like strictly business, always gonna beat me, Mr. Professional.
Hmm.
But hey, you know what? Maybe I will change my mind. Maybe I just made that up off the top of my head. All right. Anyways, all right. Pick a number 1 or 2.
All right, number 1.
All right, Sir Weston Crosby. Rank these drivers from least likely to most likely to win first in 2022.
Okay. Hit me with it.
George Russell, Lando Norris, Carlos Sainz, 3 drivers without a win. Charles Leclerc and Pierre Gasly. I'll let you go first this time.
From least to most likely to win.
First. Out of those 5, who wins first?
Who wins first? Okay.
Or at all.
Uh,
I think number 5 is the easiest one out of those. Do you want me to go while you're thinking?
well, I mean, I'm writing them down, but no, hold on. I got it. God, this is destroying my prediction.
of Lando Norris wins first.
Wins first. I mean, I said that, and I'm still going.
Well, this isn't a prediction. This is just
But
we're having fun playing a game here.
Who wins first next season?
Yeah. Not who gets their first win, but who wins first next season.
Okay. Pierre Gasly, Carlos, Lando, Leclerc, George.
That's almost the same as mine. Mine is Pierre, Lando, Charles, Carlos, George.
You think Carlos before? That's a good.
Carlos
Honestly,
is good.
I did put Carlos down, and that's because of my
Charles
Lando.
has won before.
That's because I asked if. That's because I'm thinking too much about my Lando's going to win before anybody.
I mean, and
and forgetting that George was there.
5 laps from it.
Anyway.
Yeah, but I think George wins first race, so I put him 1. Carlos
not the
2.
first race of the season, folks.
What?
But he wins a race.
No, I think George Russell wins the first race of the season.
What? Hold on.
I've been saying that the whole time. I said that in our predictions on who wins their first race first.
Yeah, you did. December 14th, George Russell wins in Bahrain. You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put it. I'm going to write down double down.
Yeah, I'll double down on that.
1-11.
Which wins in Bahrain?
2022.
I'll be sure to be a good boy until then, so I have good karma and my prediction will come true.
Double down. That is there in the. And I said the same day, because we were on hot take day on the 14th, Lando Norris wins a race before other non-winners.
Yeah, I think that was because I posed that question.
And I think that's also because I forgot that George was.
Yeah, you did. That he was moving to Mercedes. But you were 5 laps away from it. So
anyway.
And some people could argue that you were Michael Massey removing some lapped cars away from Carlos Sainz getting his first
Okay,
win.
I have a question for you. Does Gasly being at the bottom affect your other prediction that AlphaTauri will be a top 3 team?
No, because McLaren finished 3rd and they didn't win a race last year. Not 2020, but 2019. Or 2020, not 2020. Yeah, or 2022. Good gosh. In 2020, McLaren didn't win a race. They finished 3rd in constructors. So, I mean, I hate that I made that prediction because I already want to turn back on it. But
we'll allow. How about we allow 2 mulligans a season? You already want to use it?
No, I will when this season comes. We'll have a predictions episode.
That's good.
We got what all these things are. To make. All right. Moving on to number 2, final of our game rank. Dope. Rank these teams from least to most.
Okay.
What you would most or least rank these teams that you would least to most like to drive for. McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Williams. And I'll go first. Williams, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, McLaren in 2022.
You just said the list you gave me backwards.
No, I didn't. I put Williams to the other side. A lot of people will say, why don't you want to race for Mercedes?
McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Williams is what you've is
1 through 5
you've given me. Okay.
Yeah.
I would go Williams, Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren.
Really, I think we both put McLaren 1 just because we're fans of McLaren. But
what would give you that idea?
I don't know. You can't see that flag behind you.
There it is.
Ferrari would be cool. Mercedes would be cool only because they're good. I know that sounds ridiculous. You want to, you go play for the Buccaneers because Tom Brady's good. You go drive for Mercedes because Mercedes good. But if it wouldn't fit for you, it wouldn't fit for you.
You think it's gonna get you think it's gonna get you a championship?
Yeah, but chances are you go there and you're Valtteri Bottas.
Wow.
I had to put Williams in there just for the history of Williams.
Can't wait to. Man, we're gonna have everybody on the show. Valtteri, Max, everyone's gonna.
Well, it wasn't a dig at Valtteri. That was just saying you get to Mercedes and you become the second driver against a 7-time world champion who isn't favored. All right. Are you ready for game number 2?
I'm ready for game number 3.
We'll move on to game number 2 before we ruffle some feathers in the fan base. I like to call this game. I created it myself. I like to call it over under.
Oh.
And you can write these down.
You're the first person to ever come up with over under.
Yeah,
I've never heard of this game before.
Original thought.
They may take that to Vegas.
I should probably trademark it. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right term for that, but anyways, I have 10. If you want to write these down, these could come. We could play back on these later.
Okay.
Are you ready? I'm going to go in order.
So I should save these on the hot take tracker.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I've ordered these. There's 10 of these.
Okay.
And you'll see the pattern once we get going.
Okay.
Number 1, over under 1 new race winner in 2022.
Okay.
I'm going over.
New race winner in 2022.
I'll take the over on that.
Okay.
New race winner.
When you say new race winner, what do you
never won a race before?
Never run a race. And you're saying that one
driver
going over. Okay.
Yeah. Because we had one this year.
Yeah, I'll go over 2.
Yeah, I'm going over.
I feel stupid for doing that now, but I'm gonna say over.
Why?
I don't know. I just there's so much uncertainty with 2022 cars. I don't know how anybody's in it.
Yeah, but if your predictions come true, if George wins a race and Lando wins a race, you're over. Or if somebody else.
That's exactly what scares me.
We'll see. I think there's a good chance for the over.
Next.
Over or under 2 races in 2022 canceled for COVID.
I'm
going to be optimistic and say under.
2 races in 2022 canceled for COVID. I'm going to also go under. Ah,
This is a tricky one. This was the one that I was on. This is probably the one that I'm most on the fence about.
I mean, there's so many different.
There's a lot of races, but Australia could be canceled. Canada.
I don't see it because they're having the Australian Open. I'm.
But didn't they have the Australian Open last year, and that was like the whole reason of
Did they?
they couldn't do it was
I'm
the
going
quarantine
under.
that they would have to have.
I'm going under.
And who knows, America could change their policies.
I mean,
and we couldn't have
I'm
a
being
US
optimistic for
GP.
COVID. This is all this means. I'm being very optimistic that the end is in sight, just like it was a year ago.
2 years ago when the end was in sight before it even started. All right, I also say under.
Mm-hmm.
Over or under 3 driver changes announced at the end of the year.
End of 2022 season.
And are we counting a tie as over? Like if there is actually 3?
No, let's just call it a push.
Okay.
We'll just say equals.
Okay. I'm saying over.
Okay, over 3 driver changes.
I almost want to say a push, but I'm going to say over.
Okay, well, I said that if Lewis wins, he's going to retire.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say that's 1.
Seb's on a 1-year deal.
That's 2.
Checo's on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, that's probably good. I'm going to. We've been the same every time. I'm going to go over also.
You're going to go. I thought I was being risky going over because that has to be, you have to get 4. And you could
4
say
changes.
Alonso leaves, Seb leaves, Checo moves.
Yeah, I'm going to go
over.
I feel okay with that.
Wow, we're good. All right.
You should have gone higher with your over under. Should have said 4. It'd been easy. Then you said
I wanted it to be a little bit of a discussion on some ridiculous easy thing.
I don't want any more discussions on this podcast. Next.
All right. A lot of these unintentionally lined up with the amounts that they were in 2020.
We should have saved this for another episode when we needed content.
Nah, we're good. We're good. This is part of it. Over or under 4 different unique pole sitters.
4 different pole sitters.
I think we had 4 this year. 5. 6.
What do you
7.
say?
I'm saying over. 4 is a pretty low number on this one.
I'm going to say, let's see.
Well, you got Mr. Saturday and a Mercedes now. Lewis,
yeah,
Max.
That's 2. Lewis,
There's
Max.
always the one off.
Lewis, Max. George is going to get 1 probably.
There's always the one off Lando's.
So I'm going to say
Charles.
I'm going to say push 4.
Wow, you're going to say 4 exactly.
I'm going to say there's going to be 4 exactly.
All right. I think there's
5
more. I'm saying over. I think I've said over every time.
You did. You have said no. You said under.
I said under
COVID
for COVID
cancellations.
All right. Over or under 5 unique race winners. I'm going under on this one.
5 unique race winners.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's think about who's going to win.
6.
Lewis will win. Max will win. George will win. Yeah, I'm going under.
You're going under, even though you just named 4 people.
No, I named 3.
I almost want to change my
answer. Max, Lewis, George.
I'm going. Hey, I want to change mine to over.
You're going over.
I'm going over.
There's so much uncertainty. Because
you got the problem is both Mercedes are going to win. Both Red Bulls probably going to win, unless something happens, and then you're one off person, and then if we have another new race winner, that's 6. I think we're going to have 6 different race winners.
All my predictions come true. We are in for the most boring season of Formula One.
Not really. Not necessarily.
6.
You said over one new race winner, right? Over 3 driver changes.
So nothing I'm doing makes sense.
Well,
I'm
no, because
playing,
George, you counted George as a race winner.
I'm
That's a new
playing
race
both
winner.
sides so that I come out on top. Yeah, but I said
True.
over, so there have to be 2 new race winners, which means that
Lewis, Max, Lewis,
which means
George, and
Max,
another
Lewis,
person.
George, other person. So I'm having to say that it have to be exactly 4.
It's
Okay.
fine. Whatever. Go with what you got.
This
You're
makes
playing.
sense.
You're playing your odds here.
It's just like the grades from last week. It's all
It's all
BS.
made up, and the points don't matter.
Very
Okay.
who's line.
Over or under 6 red flags in a race, not in all the sessions, but in the race itself for the whole year. I think there was 6 last year.
I'm going way over.
You're going over.
I'm going over. Reason why is I think they're going to be more liberal with the
to prevent what happened.
I really do.
To prevent Abu Dhabi.
I think that is going to be a policy change.
I'll say under just for the game, but there was 6. There was 6 this year and 4 the year before.
Yeah, I think that's only just going to keep growing.
Especially
as they, if they want to frame it as safety, which they're more than welcome to and is a big part of it. But yeah, I'm going to go more. Not because anyway, 7.
Yeah, I'm going to go under.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go under. There were 2 in Saudi Arabia. So there was actually 7 this year.
No, well, then definitely over.
I'm going to go under. I'm going to say they keep it clean all year. Yeah, there was only 3 in 2020. And then there wasn't a red flagged race prior to that for a while.
Write the date on this so we remember.
Yeah, I'll go under. Okay. Over or under 7 races affected by rain. I think there was probably 3 this year that we got a lot of races in the desert.
7? There's no way.
Climate change is real.
I'm not debating
it's climate change. Raining.
I'm just saying it's not going to rain.
It's going to be raining in Bahrain this year.
So you're going above 7?
No. I'm going under.
Okay.
I realize how ridiculous 7 is now that I read it out loud. But
well, let's change 7 to something else.
No. You obviously haven't picked 4. Up on the You haven't picked up on the pattern, obviously, but it's 7.
Wow.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4,
it's clever.
5, 6.
Every number is 3, 4. I did not pick up on that.
Okay. Hey, let us know in the comments if you picked up on the pattern. Yeah. Anyways, all right. I say.
Oh, you're like 7. Yeah, I'm literally writing them down too, and
it's fine. It's fine. I thought it was fun. All right.
It is.
Anyways, you say under.
Under.
Okay. Next one. Over or under? What's the number, Crosby?
9.
Nope.
8.
Over or under 8 wins by the 2022 champion. Max had 10 this year.
I'm gonna go over.
Over.
Yeah.
Okay. You think Lewis is just gonna win 10 races? 12 races, 13 races?
I think he'll win a lot, yeah.
Obviously,
somebody's gonna win a lot. Somebody's gonna win a lot while 5 are unique race winners, while 4 different pole sitters with 2 different new races.
Well, it does kind of fit your flow though, that one person wins a lot of races. Do you agree?
Yes. Are you saying
I'm going under?
Under. Okay.
All right. Over or under 9 unique lap leaders for the entire season. For reference, there were 11 in 2021.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. Just because a lap leader, I mean, you get some pitting and everything. It can, yeah.
Okay, I'll also go.
I'm saying 9 unique lap leaders in one race.
What? That didn't happen a single time.
I know it's due, obviously.
All right, I'll go over because I think it's going to be more balanced.
Okay.
I should have had a thing where we make a bet on how many laps the most laps led is more than second place, because it was a lot this year. Almost 400. Oh, okay. Last one. Over or under 10 full safety car periods in the race. With that doesn't count if it goes to a red flag. So just full safety cars where they have to clean it up.
So 10 safety cars.
Yes.
Do virtual safety cars count?
Nope. Full safety cars.
Okay. I'm going to say, how many were there last year? Do you know?
Googling it is quite
I'm going to say over. I'm going to say over because I'm going to stay with the theme that they're going to be pushing safety. So it's
know how many there were?
How many?
Hold on. Gotta scroll.
Okay.
There were in 2021. There were 1, 2, 3, 4,
65.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah,
12, 13, 14, 15.
Over.
However,
how many went to red?
We went to red.
You don't have to look at that.
Were there 7? There were 7 red flags.
Well, I meant like how many of those safety cars went to a red flag? Also, are they counting a full safety car when they did their little thing in Spa?
So out of the 15, 2 of them were after a red flag. I'm gonna go over. I am also gonna go over because it's a new car and people are gonna be learning how to drive it. There's gonna be more wrecks. But not enough red flags.
Well,
all right, folks, that does it for over under.
That's good.
We followed along and had fun, made your own predictions to look forward to in the future.
Now we got
join us on episode 55 where we review those. It'll probably, I think it's more than 55 when the season will be over. Join us in 10 months, 11 months when the season's over.
11 months times 4, 40 would be 60 something episodes if we continue doing it 1 a week.
Wow. No vacations.
Yeah, I got a lot of vacation, a lot of time taking off, so but not next week. We've got more.
We'll have more games.
More games. Harrison, those were good games. I like that. I especially like things that make us make predictions. Anyway,
soon we'll have car launches to talk about. We'll have livery comparisons to talk about
coming down. And then we'll do our
driver predictions.
We'll bring back everyone's favorite top 5 plus honorable mentions.
Yes.
It's going to be great. And we hope that you'll follow along by subscribing and also following us on social media at Track Limits Pod on Instagram or Twitter. You can email us tracklimitspod@gmail.com. Please leave me comments for the stewards. We mentioned Lando Norris in this episode multiple times. Harrison, any parting words before we go for this evening?
Yeah, be sure to join us next week when we talk about our favorite places to vacation as a Formula One driver.
Absolutely. Wonderful content, folks. You're not going to get it on any other podcast, maybe. Until then, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.